The history of the German Unification. Everything began with Napoleon. Prior to the French invasion of Germany, there was no German sense of nationality. However, the common foreign enemy sparked the wish of a united country, similar to France. Germans from all over the country joined Prussia, Austria and Russia to defeat Napoleon at Leipzig and push him back into France. Following Napoleon's exile, German leaders established the German Confederation, which replaced the Holy Roman Empire. The German Confederation had no central government, and its only task was to guarantee internal peace and protection from external threats. German nationalists were not pleased with this solution. Not only that it did not give them the demanded liberties, the rulers even began to limit some of the rights that were gained under Napoleon. Tensions escalated in March 1848, when people all over the Confederation began to revolt. The monarchs were powerless and agreed to establish the Frankfurter Parliament, Germany's first central government. The parliament began with the formulation of a constitution. However, the many different groups needed too long to agree. As they revealed their constitution, Prussia and Austria had already regained their power. The Prussian king rejected his role as a symbolic leader of Germany, and following that, the parliament was forced to dissolve in 1849. Some delegates, like the Democrat Robert Blum, did not want to give up on his dream of a free and united Germany. He took up the weapons, ending in his execution. The revolution had failed. The only chance for a united Germany was a unification from the top. However, the German Confederation was dominated by a rivalry between Austria and Prussia. The Catholic Austria was the traditional ruler of the Holy Roman Empire, but the Protestant Prussia had a stronger military and economy. A Großdeutsche Lösung, a state with Prussia and Austria, seemed impossible. One had to go. One man would play an important role in this process, Otto von Bismarck. Bismarck wanted a united German state, but under Prussian control. Austria, on the other side, wanted to preserve the status quo and its position at the top of the German Confederation. Germany would be united by blood and iron. Now it's upon the guns to decide who would rule. Set the stage for the unification wars. In 1863, Denmark annexed Schleswig. This was a violation of the London Agreements of 1842, in which Denmark agreed to not integrate its southern provinces into its kingdom. Prussia convinced the German Confederation to solve this problem by force. In February 1864, Austrian and Prussian troops invaded Schleswig. Although Denmark offered resistance, they were quickly overrun by the German troops. The outcome of the war was decided at the Battle of Dübel in April 1864. Prussian troops charged at the ill-prepared defenders. 4,800 of the 5,000 defenders were killed, wounded or captured, while Prussia only lost 1,200 men. Following the Battle of Dübel, Denmark was threatened by German armies and was forced to ask for peace. In the German-Danish War, Prussia demonstrated the effectiveness of its military and its ability to defend Germany. A combined Prussian and Austrian victory did not change anything about their ongoing rivalry. Bismarck still wanted to kick Austria out of the German Confederation. After the victory against Denmark, Austria and Prussia had split up Schleswig and Holstein between them. But in 1866, Prussia invaded Holstein. Austria reacted by mobilizing the German Confederation against Prussia. The decisive battle was fought in July 1868 at Königgrätz. 220,000 Prussian soldiers, split up in two armies, attacked the 240,000 Austrian soldiers from two sides. Austria realized that they had to choose between retreat or a total destruction of their army. 2 weeks later, Austria capitulated. Following this war, Austria was pushed out of Germany and the German history, and Prussia controlled most of northern Germany. Now, Bismarck only had to convince the four southern German kingdoms to join a Prussian Germany. His chance came in July 1870. Following a diplomatic dispute, France declared war on the German Confederation. The German coalition mobilized its troops much more effective than France and began to invade West France in August 1870. At Sedan and Metz, they were able to surround and destroy a huge number of French troops, 250,000 in total. They also captured the French Emperor Napoleon III, but France continued the fight. The war ended with the fall of Paris in January 1871. The might of the Prussian army convinced the four remaining states to join a Prussian-dominated Germany. On 18th January 1871, during the war, Bismarck proclaimed Imperial Germany and its Emperor Wilhelm I in the Hall of Mirrors in Versailles. From one day to another, Germany had become the ruling power of Europe. The traditional rulers of Europe, France and Austria, were pushed from their throne. Following the Unification Wars, Bismarck wanted to prevent any future European conflict. For this reason, he created a series of alliances and agreements with Austria, Russia and Italy. Another important point is that the Unification Wars were some of the first modern wars. Generals from all sides tried to not repeat the bloodbaths of the Napoleonic Wars. Although 450,000 soldiers fought at Königgrätz, only 8,000 died. To comparison, nearly 80,000 to 110,000 men died at the Battle of Leipzig in 1813. I hope you enjoyed my video over the German unification. Please leave a like and subscribe to my channel. Bye.